So people usually compare how strong Ging is to people, so today I want to do a comparison. I want to compare him, Zeno, and Silva. But before we get into all that, if you do enjoy this video, please leave a like on it, I greatly appreciate that, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell at the top so you don't miss out on the video. And without further ado, let's get this started. Okay, so first off, we're going to start off with Ging, and he's one of the top 5 nin users that Netero has ever seen. And that's a real important accomplishment because Netero is one of the strongest nin users in Hunter x Hunter. Besides Meruem, that is. If it wasn't for Meruem, Netero would still be number 1. That makes me wonder honestly who has the potential to surpass Netero, because Netero went through some harsh training. But to keep it on topic, Ging, top 5 nin users by Netero, let's leave it at that. He's also a 2nd star hunter, but he's also qualified to be a 3rd star hunter. And currently there are only 3 triple star hunters named Periston Hill, Cheadle, and Botabi. So that goes to show what Silva and Zeno would be up against if they were to fight somebody like him. He's also such a master at stealth that even the Zodiacs couldn't find him. And that is no joke at all. They are the top people in the Hunter Association. These are the top nin users in the world, and he's able to escape them no problem. They can't find him. And currently the only people we've seen that has been able to find him so far is Kite. And Kite was trained by him himself, and he even stated that it was the hardest hunt he's ever experienced. So if that doesn't show Jing's skill and stealth, I don't know what does. And by the way, I'm not going to bring Gon up in that conversation because he got stupid lucky when he found Ging. Also, Ging has completed many difficult quests for the Hunter Association. We're not giving detail about them, but based on the Hunter Association's missions, we can guarantee they were pretty damn difficult. And this is a skill that really defines Ging. Like, it shows how smart he is. And that's his ability to mimic other people's abilities. And granted, this is not a nin ability. He said himself this is a skill he acquired himself. Granted, he has to be hit by the ability, but if he's able to survive that ability, and he's a top hunter, so it's a pretty good chance that he will. He's insane. After getting hit by Leorio's ability, he was able to copy it no problem at all. He's also able to tell someone's nin type as soon as they're able to use their ability, which doesn't seem that impressive unless you start thinking that there's plenty of nin types that people can use. They can use basically all of them. So if I had to think about it, I guess he's able to tell based on how strong the attack is. The stronger it is, the more likely that's the person's nin type. Okay, enough about that though. Let's go on to Zeno and let's talk about how he could possibly put up a fight with Ging. And if you guys didn't already know, this is a 1v2, just so you know. Like, I'm not doing 1v1v1, it's not going to be that type of video. Zeno has stated that he's able to kill a whole group of armed mafia members in under 7 seconds. We don't know how long it took for Ging to take out the henchmen in the fortress, so we're just going to have to assume that Zeno is able to take care of these people no problem and faster than Ging. He also stated that Corolla will have to be at full power to beat him, and considering his age, that's pretty impressive. That goes to show how powerful he is and how powerful he could have been in his prime. He's also super smart, so he was able to tell that Corolla had 4 or 5 requirements to meet before stealing his ability. And those are some really good deduction skills that he would need in a battle against Ging. Because Ging is a master of predicting, so he's gonna definitely need some skills like that. Next up, Zeno's Gyo is so powerful that Corolla stated that he won't be able to stop his attack with his defense alone. And that showed that Zeno has a lot of aura reserves, so he could spam nin attacks if he wanted to without getting tired. Next up is his Aura Blast. It's a blast that's powerful enough to push back and slightly injure Corolla. And this is more of a move for Ging to get away from him if he wanted to do hand-on-hand contact with him. And with how tricky and strong Ging is, anything is possible, so that's definitely going to be a good ability he's going to need if he's going to fight him. Next up is Dragon Head. Zeno can transmute his aura into a dragon and shoot it at an opponent in a straight shot. It's unknown how long the dragon will last, but as long as he keeps on putting out aura, Zeno should be able to control it and use it. Basically, it might depend on his aura output. After that, he has Dragon Lance, and Dragon Lance is basically the ability to be able to control the dragon with precise movements, which is a good ability to have because if your dragon can only go one direction, it's going to be easy to dodge. And his next and final move is called Dragon Dive. It's a move where he gets high above his opponent and emit 100 small aura dragons that rain from the sky. But we don't really need to discuss it because it's basically going to be useless against Ging. It's not useful against any high ranking nin user. Okay, next up we're going to talk about Silva, and then we're going to discuss who would win this fight and my opinions on it. Remember, if you liked the video so far, please leave a like on it and show your support. I greatly appreciate that. So Silva doesn't have that much stuff, so we're only going to go off what we've seen in the anime. Explosive orbs. Silva can create 2 huge spears out of his aura, which he then throws at an opponent. These spears of energy are so explosive they can destroy the floor of a building. They can kill 2 Nin Masters like Zeno and Corolla with a direct hit. So that's pretty much it with explaining all 3 of them and their abilities. Now in my opinion, do I think that Silva and Zeno can beat Ging? No, I do not. I don't think so at all. Ging is just too trickery and he has so much abilities that we don't know about. Plus he's top 5 Nin users in the world. We don't know where Silva and Zeno stand in that rank. Now if Silva was able to hit him with the 2 spears, then yes, I'll give it to them. But Ging is very cautious and I don't think he will let that happen to him. And honestly, it's going to have to depend on Jing's Nin ability because we haven't seen it. And I don't think he's going to have to rely on that skill he has where he can copy someone's ability. Even if he could, I don't think he's going to survive any attack unless it's a blunt force attack, like a physical attack. I don't think he's going to be able to survive those hits. So any of Silva and Zeno's special moves, the Nin abilities, I don't see him surviving it straight on. And even if they use his Nin abilities against him, he would still be able to figure out relatively easily that they're transmuters. So that's my conclusion for today's video. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like on it. It will greatly show your support. Also, hit the subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on any more videos. And make sure you hit the notification bell at the top so you don't miss out on any videos. My Twitter will be in the description and I will see you guys later.